Hey guys, welcome back to Kitchen Court Cases, where we watch court
I
in
have
my
Mr.
kitchen.
Keith here.
We're heading to Seatac Municipal Court.
This is 3A0343502.
And Your Honor, despite the fact that I previously filled out a competency evaluation order, I'm going to see if we can get through arraignment today.
Okay.
I was on the fence.
Mr. Keith, you there?
Here, Mr. Keith.
Good morning, Mr. Keith.
Hi. Okay.
All right, go ahead with the arraignment.
All right, sir, for the record, could you state your full name?
Sergio Key,
And what's your date of birth?
5/11/90.
And earlier today, did I go over with you what criminal trespass in the first degree is?
Yes, you did.
And did I also go over your constitutional rights with you?
Yes.
Do you have any remaining questions about those rights?
No.
And you understand the maximum sentence for that charge is a year of jail and a $5,000 fine?
Yes.
Your Honor, we would waive further formal reading. We'd like to enter a plea of not guilty.
Plea of not guilty will enter. I found probable cause yesterday and are you seeking direct appointment?
Yes, Your Honor.
And will direct appoint. What is the city's recommendation regarding release?
I'm going to defer to the court. Although I see a very clear pattern of him going back to the airport. So I certainly have my concerns about him not abiding by conditions based on the repeated arrests at the airport. But I will defer to the court.
What is the defense recommendation?
Your Honor, defense would ask the court consider giving Mr. Keith a chance to appear out of custody. I understand he has a number of cases that have been dismissed previously due to competency concerns. I don't have those today. So we're asking the court to consider giving him a chance to appear out of custody on this case. He indicated he could make it to the courthouse if given the address.
Mr. Keith, I did notice that you haven't been back to the airport for several months, and that's a good thing. Because I'm ordering right now that you can't go back there. So if you go back there again, you'll be arrested. Okay, you cannot go back to the airport or the rental car facility. But I will give you a chance to appear out of custody for the next hearing.
Okay.
Okay, so additional conditions, that you attend all future court appearances. You have to come to court. No new criminal law violations anywhere. No contact with the airport or rental car facility, except for valid travel purposes. So unless you have a ticket to fly somewhere, you cannot be there. And we'll set this on for a pre-trial hearing. Let's do, I'm gonna a little bit short set it to May 16th.
Thank you.
Just because I don't want you to forget. And that'll be in person in Seatac Municipal Court. Okay, so you'll have to come here, and the address is on the order.
Okay.
But if you don't come to court, a warrant will likely issue. So it's very important you come to court. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Keith.
Thank you.
And short one.
And Your Honor, I believe this is Mr. Ricketts.
Yes, I'm trying to look for the.
Morning, Mr. Ricketts.
All right.
All right,
And this is 3A0142622. Go ahead. Sorry.
that's right, Your Honor. Sir, for the record, could you state your full name?
Christoph Ricketts.
And what's your,
Before you continue, Ms. Stahl, this case was pending an out of custody 1077. I think you need to make a record if,
absolutely, Your Honor. It was a pending and out of custody 1077. At this time, defense does not have those concerns and would strike the request for the 1077 evaluation.
any objection from the city?
No, no objection.
All right, I will strike that requirement. Now, go ahead, sorry.
That's right. Mr. Ricketts, for the record, could you state your date of birth
01/17/1994.
and earlier today, did we go over your constitutional rights?
Yes.
Did I also go over with you the charge of criminal trespass in the first degree?
Yes.
Did we also review the maximum sentence for that charge?
Yes.
Your Honor, we would waive further formal reading. Would like to enter a plea of not guilty.
Yes.
Plea of not guilty will enter. Probable cause was previously found on January 5th, 23. What is the city's recommendation regarding release?
Thank you. The city's request was going to be for bail, $500, conditions, no criminal law violations, no returning to the Seattle without, Seattle Tacoma International Airport without a valid travel purpose. There's been at least one FTA in this case with notice in hand. There's an active warrant out of the Tacoma Municipal Court. It appears that he is now only before the court with this warrant being served because of a new arrest out of the King County District Court for theft in the third degree from April 28th. So I just don't believe that he's going to appear or abide by conditions of release when it took a arrest on suspicion of new allegations to get him before the court in this case.
Any objection?
Your Honor, defense has no objection to standard conditions. We would ask the court consider giving Mr. Ricketts one additional chance to appear out of custody. As Your Honor indicated, it appears that he has gone quite a couple months without going back to the airport. I believe he is in a better frame of mind than the last time our office saw him and could follow the court conditions.
Mr. Ricketts, why didn't you come to court?
When?
Let's see. On March 21st.
I didn't, usually I talk with my parents about this. I haven't talked with my parents. Yeah, that's, I was still, I'm not sure exactly, but usually everything I deal with my parents.
I'm going to give you one chance to appear out of custody. I do note that hearing was set 2 months after, with notice in hand, agreed, Mr. Mercer, but it was 2 months later because it was pending the out of custody 1077. But this is your last chance to appear out of custody, sir. If you don't come to court, it'll be a larger warrant and it's very likely it won't be quashed. Okay, you have to come to court. It's not optional.
Okay.
Okay, additional conditions of your release are that you attend all future court appearances, have no new criminal law violations, update your address with the court and DOL immediately if there are any changes. And the address we have on file is on 16th Avenue in Seattle. Is that still a good? And no contact with Seatac International Airport or the rental car facility except for valid travel purposes.
Okay.
Unless you have a ticket to fly somewhere, you cannot be there. And quash the warrant in Tacoma Municipal Court before the next hearing. And I'm sorry, Ms. Stahl, are you seeking direct appointment? Although I'm surprised that your office wasn't appointed already.
Yes, Your Honor, defense is seeking direct appointment.
I will direct appoint. I'm going to short set this one as well. So we'll set this on for May 16th at 8:30 in the morning. And that's an in-person hearing in Seatac Municipal Court. You'll have to come to Seatac Municipal Court, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Did I skip the right to do them? Yeah, okay. All right, I think we're all set then. Thanks, guys. It was short and sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate that very much. That was interesting. What do you guys think? Tell me if you've ever hung out at the airport. I know that this is not what they mean, but seriously, if you've not been going on a flight, why? But also, yeah, let me know what you think. Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Also, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.